Hello family, how are you guys doing? This is like my third attempt at this video. Okay, don't mind me, but welcome to the portal of alignment. I hope you guys are doing well. Have you checked in with yourself today? I hope you did, because if you can't show up for you, you can't show up for the crew. Okay, for somebody here, I'm being led to tell you to just slow it down. Take it easy. Okay, be graceful on yourself. Yeah, I am attempting to do a 10 card spread and the Celtic cross structure. Okay, that's not usually my style. I kind of just go with the flow because going with the flow is my form of structure. So I feel like that is a message for somebody in itself. Okay, you could also be trying something new, doing something new. Your current energies, the Fool card, which talk about new beginnings. It talk about adventure. Okay, I'm also getting something about solar power. I'm hearing solar system, but I'm getting like your universe, your solar system, your planetary alignments, but within you. Okay, it's because whatever is within you is mirroring outside of you, but I'm seeing this more on a cosmic level. Okay, you could be feeling very free at this time. You could be in the mood to do something new. I'm feeling the energy of like a newborn baby. So pregnancy could be very significant. If you're not actually pregnant, this is definitely talking about you doing something new. Okay, this person looks as if they're going to jump off a cliff, knowing that they're going to be saved by the divine. I'm also getting the energy of feeling detached and not disconnected, but detached from everything, but connected to everything. So what am I trying to say? Like, you have this form of detachment where you're not hovering over things. You're allowing it to breathe. Okay, this could even be just setting yourself free. You could be setting yourself free from some type of religious construct. You could be setting yourself free from some type of mental anguish. Okay, I'm also hearing something about a dying desire. All right, but I definitely feel like the divine is supporting you at this time. Taking pictures could be very significant. Loyalty is very significant. Something that you've been loyal to. Okay, I feel like this is more so self. Okay, or this is giving me like a kid-like nature in the beginning of something. Okay, I don't know if this is a relationship. We got to see what the card says. This could even be a new adventure or a new discovery within yourself. Okay, I'm also hearing self-preservation. I'm seeing somebody tanning, sitting out in the sun. Okay, I'm seeing mountains in the background, but these mountains look as if they have snow on them. I'm also getting something about all four seasons, realizing the importance of all four seasons. Okay, I'm also picking up on somebody where you could be understanding the importance of lower natured energies, right? You could be learning and understanding the importance of transmuting energy, transmutation. Okay, you could be an Aquarius. Something about Uranus is very significant. I'm hearing your anus. Okay, take that out. It resonates. You know what's so funny? When I was hearing that, I was hearing a kid say it, right, in the form of a corny ass joke, and I still laughed at the corny. And I still laughed at the corny ass joke, so that could be very significant. I'm getting a lot of like kid-like nature. I'm also getting like this innocence about you. You could be very spontaneous. I also feel like you have like a reality, a fantasy that people would say. Like, people feel as if what you think is reality is not idealistic, or they may feel as if like you could have told somebody your dreams and aspirations and they may have looked at you like you fucking crazy or you delusional or something like that. But I feel like faith is here. Your ability to believe in your fantasy is what creates it. Someone is really embodying that. Being free. I'm hearing alchemy. Okay, this is zero. Zero. I am everything and no thing. Okay, this is definitely giving me like a God frequency, a God-like energy, like you tapping into some sort of frequency that not many people are able to. This is like being able to see like the animals, because you know animals have different vision, and it depends on the animal. Okay, I'm also getting multifaceted. This is someone who's able to really see that the earth is theirs, or this is like somebody who's really embodying being one with everything. I'm getting like a very ethereal energy. Okay, I'm also hearing destiny. All right, the Fool card could also represent somebody that desires to start something. So getting out of your head, getting out of that fantasy world and actually making it happen, okay? Take it how it resonates. In the challenge position, you got the 7 of Swords. So I definitely feel like somebody feel as if this isn't realistic. What you think, what you do, how you move isn't realistic. The things that you say, your wishes, hopes, and dreams, I'm hearing only the 1%. Okay, you are who you think you are, and that's something that you know, or spirit led you to this video so for you to understand like this shit is real. Okay, like what you think is real is what's real. I'm also getting the energy of not forcing what you think and how you feel and what you believe on other people. Take it how it resonates. Okay, you could be the one that feels like you, like someone enforced it on you, or you could be the enforcer. Okay, but in the challenge position, this talks about strategy. Like I said, really, like I feel like I could be picking up on somebody where you're trying to master bringing what you see spiritually to the 3D. I'm also hearing it's not a rush. I'm also picking up with this, like somebody could have wanted to steal something from you, take something from you, or it's like your essence. Your essence. Yeah, I just saw the sacral chakra card, and I'm seeing a lot of yellow in the background. Mother Oshun could be very significant. Okay, I'm hearing river monster. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Excuse me. I don't know. I feel like somebody feel like you're going by the river and talking to monsters, but in reality is these monsters are your friends, and these monsters could be deities or something about a water spirit. It's very significant. You could have a water spirit. Okay, Aquarius is highly exalted here. You got 2 Aquarius cards, okay? But like I was saying, something about your essence. With this being in the challenge card, I feel like for a long time, like you could have battled with yourself about your destiny, or you could have had this battle with yourself about who you are, but you realize that a lot of people in your life tried to steal you from yourself. And what I mean is there's a lot of instances that you could have ran into where people tried to cage you, bind you, confine you, make you stuck. These could have been friends, family, relationships. Okay, you could have even been making yourself feel stuck in your own mind based off projections, based off what you thought you knew. I'm also getting something about a new truth. Okay, I just heard activity. Okay, so in the recent past, you got the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is like a mother energy, nurturing. Okay, this is like, with this Queen of Cups coming up in a recent past, this is like someone nurturing their heart. Okay, building their intuition, learning how to listen to themselves and flow with the water. And this is also bringing me back to when I said you speaking to some type of water deity, someone that's sitting outside by the river, by a water bank. Okay, allowing the wind to carry their words. So using the power of your tongue. Okay, very significant. These 2 swords that he left behind is standing out to me. And the 2 of Swords is talk about somebody who got 2 swords with their arms crossed. It's crossed and they're guarding their heart, they're protecting their heart. So I definitely feel the energy of healing, but I feel like this is like energy healing. It's more so going within oneself to heal instead of looking at the outside circumstances. And when you finally woke up to outside circumstances, it was a new beginning because you saw the outside in a new way, right? You could have been somebody that didn't necessarily go out in nature, but you're going out in nature more often and you're seeing things in a different perspective. Okay, really understanding what it means by you being one with nature, you reflecting the outside. This could even be someone doing some type of research about their body, about their cells, about their DNA. I'm also seeing a lot of herbs. Okay, water, speaking to your water is very significant. I always talk about this on this channel. Okay, this card is talking about Cancer energy. Okay, this talk about femininity. I'm also hearing fertility. You could be very fertile at this time. If not you actually having a baby, you being fertile as in a lot of ideas, a lot of creativity. Okay, may this message find exactly who it needs to. Okay, in the recent past, you could have been very, very much supportive. Okay, this card could also represent the foundation and why you currently feel so free. It's because of this healing that you've been doing. Not running away from your emotions, really tapping into that feminine side of you. Okay, you could definitely be an empath. I'm also hearing killing with kindness. So you could be somebody, yeah, I was just going to say that, with that walked away from a certain way of being or a certain way of having things or a certain way of thinking about something. Like, I'm picking up on somebody who could be very spicy, like cutthroat. You say what you got to say, your tongue is very sharp, and you don't give a damn how nobody feel about it, which is cool, you know what I'm saying? But the way you used to come about it, I feel like you tone it down a notch, or this is spirit telling you to tone it down a notch. Not saying don't be you, but do it in a more, I want to say alluring and attractive, but more feminine, in a more nurturing way. It's a way to tell somebody the truth without being an asshole, okay? At the end of the day, the truth is going to trigger them anyways. So why be an asshole about it? I also feel like you are somebody that came to trigger people. That's actually a part of your destiny, okay? And I also feel like you came equipped with divine protection because of it. This is another reason why people weren't able to steal your innocence like they tried. Whether this is literally trying to take your soul or siphon energy sexually through these relationships, or just feeding you bullshit to make you feel some type of way and feel bad about yourself. Okay. But this is the fourth card. So the distant past and what to release. Well, I mean, it's speaking for itself. You definitely walked away from something. Okay, definitely abandoned something that once made you happy, especially with these 9 cups out here. I'm also getting with this Fool card. This is someone who has unlimited resources. They don't have any suits. I feel like the Fool card literally represents everything and nothing all at the same time, because in order to begin, it has to be one. The one is the physical aspect, the magician. That's when you get the suits. So this is giving me like Genesis energy. In the beginning, something about the word was God and God was the word, or something. Listen, don't quote me, please. Please. I don't think nobody in the world can quote every book and every verse of the Bible. Okay, so I'm also getting something about what you're spiritually connected to. Realizing that the way you judge yourself is the reason why you've projected the spiritual realm's judgment on you. What I mean by that is, like, I had a video that I posted a few days ago about our definition of what God is, and how we've allowed the cages that we put ourselves in and our understanding and our consciousness, and we've automatically mirrored that energy to God, right? And the power. It's like putting your, like, I want to say yourself, because I believe that God is you. You are God. And I also believe in a higher power outside of me as well. But I don't take away from the fact that me and this energy mirrors each other. It's just a matter of me remembering that, right? So something about remembering. Water remembers as well. Okay. But yeah, a God frequency, this God power, elements. This is why the fool is willing to walk off the cliff, because in reality, obviously they put a person in the car just so that way we can identify and recognize. But if you really look at this on a deeper and esoteric level, I don't really see a person. I just see energy existing. I see existence. And that's a reflection of God. Okay, you are God experiencing itself. Something about a meat suit. So obviously that's talking about you being in this body. Okay. Eight of Cups, abandonment. They talk about abandonment, withdrawals. Somebody here could be having withdrawals. Okay, this could even be you withdrawing from some people, something. We already discussed that. This is the fourth card, and they talk about what you need to release. Somebody here need to let go of a relationship or some type of dependency. Okay, whatever this is that you're dependent on, that could be running your life. I'm hearing ruining, and I try not to say it twice, so I feel like there's some type of rejection here or in denial energy. But this is in the recent past, so I feel like this is something that you got over. Okay, I'm also hearing, if you aren't experiencing the energy now, project yourself into the future in your mind. Align to that frequency. If you imagine yourself not doing something that you did for years, and you keep reimagining that, your brain is not going to know the difference between what you're imagining and what you really like doing for real, right? Because the brain moves off of projection. So if your eyes are open, it moves off those projections, or even if your eyes close, it move off those projections. So I feel like this is also giving me the energy of manifesting. Okay, because you walked away and abandoned this, whatever this was in the recent past, you escaped something, you moved on for something. Okay, it also brightened your visions. Brightened your visions. All right, you got the Two of Swords. I spoke on the Two of Swords earlier, did I not? Okay, you can't make this shit up. You can't make it up. Okay, 2 is standing out to me. This is like the second time, I'm lying, that I seen the third eye chakra card. That's why I said that 32 could be very significant. Okay, 32. All right, I'm seeing a lot of moon energy. You got the sun twice and the moon twice. In 2 cards they separated, and another card they are together. So something about an eclipse. This is also moon card energy. Excuse me. And I lied again. I'm sorry. This is the third time I seen something about the third eye, because I seen it in a deck. I seen the third eye card, which is right here. And then there's third eye on here and third eye on here. So I'm also getting the energy of somebody. You could be changing your mind a lot, or the energy of changing one's mind. That could be that recent past energy. Okay, you've done a lot of heart chakra healing. I'm also getting throat chakra, because that's what I was, that's the word I was stumbling over when I said it. Okay, something about thinking before you speak could be very significant. Okay, but the 5th card talk about hopes and fears. Somebody here, you may be fearing making a difficult choice. Or maybe this is the energy that's associated with your past. Okay, you was at some type of crossroads due to some sort of hidden information that you found out. I also feel like whatever this hidden information was, you felt it in your spirit. Okay. I'm also hearing like, I just want the decisions to be made for me, but this time you're not depending on a person to make these decisions. I'm really getting like this trust fall with the universe. It's all leading back to the beginning. It's all leading back to the beginning. I ain't gonna lie to you. The structure is cool, but I just can't help but to go with the flow, because I ain't gonna lie, these cards that's coming out is really just already confirming what I said with the Fool card. Honestly. Okay, somebody could be very not very, but somebody could be really embodying themselves even more, in a sense where they're getting more and more comfortable with their gifts, with their spiritual gifts. Okay, with this Two of Swords here, this is someone who is feeling, okay, they're actually, I wanted to say their eyes are covered and their ears aren't, and that's what make that sense heightened, but in reality the eyes and ears of this person is covered. Okay, all they can do is feel with that sense that you have that's heightened. Like, I'm trying to explain it. Like, okay, you know how when you blindfolded, all you have is what you feel on the outside. But I also feel like this person is using their solar plexus chakra and their crown chakra to put two and two together. It's almost like navigating in the dark is what I'm hearing. Okay, in this energy of maybe. So I feel like for a long time, you was really stuck on stupid. That's why I kept hearing that. Stuck on stupid, or somebody was stuck on stupid, or you realize what you was stuck on was very much stupid. Okay, my readings are real. They're the truth. They may trigger some people, but if they not triggering you to grow, then what you here for? Damn, why did I say that? I ain't even mean to say that. Like, what I meant to say is, if they not triggering you to grow, yeah, shit, that is the truth. What? Yeah, like, that's the point. What I'm trying to say is, allow what trigger you to help you grow. See, that's bringing me back to, I'm hearing a sharp mouth, a sharp mouth, like somebody's mouth is, and I say that like an African or a Haitian, a sharp mouth. Shout out to the African, shout out to a Haitian, shout out to the Caribbeans, bitch. Okay, that could be very significant too, because I'm seeing a lot of water here. Okay, water is very significant. Earth's blood, life. Okay, children could also be very significant. Inner children could be very significant. That's bringing me back to a channel message that I got the other day. And look, I said channel message, high priestess, children, page of cups with the water. So you could be somebody that's very intuitive, very much intuitive. Okay, solar plexus, there go that sun, 7 of cups. But that talks about hopes and fears. So the 6th card is the near future, which is the King of Swords. The King of Swords talk about mental clarity, talk about honesty and truth. It talk about an energy of authority, okay? It's exuded mostly in masculine energy, but you could be a female or a male, okay? This also talk about high standards. I feel like this new approach that you're taking on life is riddled with wisdom. Now it's like you've learned the lessons that you need to learn. You've walked the mountains that you need to walk. I mean, what? You've climbed the mountains that you need to climb. You've done everything. I'm here now. It's just time for you to embody. Okay, this talks about the near future. I ain't going to all 10 cards. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Because I feel like I've pretty much said what I needed to say. I don't know why I feel like the cards are just reaffirming themselves. Although they have different definitions, but it's bringing me back to the beginning, which talks about you being within, like, basically everything being connected. I'm definitely getting the energy of detach. This is giving me like, this is something that I could always come back to. So I feel like somebody could have also been working on a project or working on something that they walked away from to go on a new venture, take a new project, but this time more light in spirit, this time more wise. Okay, this time more like this time with more authority, more power. This time your standards are higher. Okay, this time your morals are in check. This time you're connected to God. This time around it's going to be different because you are connected to something that's greater than you. And you realize that greater than you is within you. So you are that greater. You know what I'm saying? You realize you are your own competition. You realize that comparing yourself to the next person in their journey only took away not only from you but from them. It's selfish because you don't know what another person been through. This could also be something you're telling somebody else. I'm getting something about wisdom and advice. Could be very significant. What's this? Ooh, you got the High Priestess. Now, it did come in reverse. And they talk about secrets. They talk about a lack of self-trust. Okay, and that would represent the 7th card. Okay, and they talk about inner resources, self-belief. But I do not want to take that in reverse. I just don't. I don't. And I'm not going to take it in reverse. So this is also giving me the energy of you saying what go. You writing your own story. Okay, I'm also hearing you being your own hype man. This talk about your intuition. We've been talking about intuition this whole time. Whoever you are, you could be very, very, very much tapped in, like I said earlier. For you to get the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess in the same spread, you are definitely somebody that's connected, not only to your intuition, but to the moon, to the tides, to the waves, okay? You could be somebody that loves to be by water, by the ocean. I done said that like 3 times, so that's very significant. Okay, I'm also getting in 3s, repetition. Okay, it's very significant. Tricking your mind. Training your mind. Because it's really not a trick. Right? You're just training your mind. I'm also hearing training your mind for this new timeline. Training your mind for this new existence. Somebody slamming the door downstairs. They ain't playing no games, bitch. No games played at all. I don't know why it sounded like my music in the background stopped. It really didn't. Anyway, distractions could be very significant. But I feel like I've said what I needed to say in this read. I feel like it was very abundant in information. Okay, I feel like that's a representation of who you are. Yup, like I said what I needed to say, and it's over. The suit is complete, or some type of cycle in your life is complete. I'm definitely getting like a 7-year cycle. It went from 0 to 7, right? Yeah, something is complete. You started out with new beginnings. You started out in this new free flowing energy, and we're gonna end off with the truth. We're gonna end off with newness. You know, this is also giving me like a new mind, a new way of thinking. No longer allowing your thoughts to bring you down, or allowing other people's projections to bring you down. Allowing what you've been through to make you operate in this life as if you're a zombie. Okay. Yeah, I definitely see you getting over something and breaking through. I also see whoever you are, your decisions are more sound. Okay, it's just confirming everything I already said. Thank you for listening to this message. If you made it to the end, thank you for all your engagement. Thank you for your likes, comments, shares, and subscriptions. I love you guys. I really appreciate y'all for real. Yeah, we up. We are up. Whoever you are, congratulations. This is a beautiful energy. Okay, I feel like you've been through a lot of trials and tribulations, but baby, you're harnessing like the energy of transmutation. Like you've learned how to transmute what you've been through and just see it as the roadmap that you had to, like a route you had to follow in order to be who you are. And with that being said, I love you. I don't know why I heard kiss them babies for me. See you later. Bye.